Oh, she's sweet but a psycho, a little bit psycho. At night she's screaming, I'm on my mind. Oh, she's hot but a psycho, so left but she's right though. At night she's screaming, I'm on my mind. She'll make you curse, but she a blessing. She'll rip your shirt within a second. You'll be coming back for seconds. With your play, you just can't help it. No, you'll play along. Let her lead you on. You'll be saying no, then saying yes, cause you're messing with your head. Oh, she's sweet but a psycho, a little bit psycho. At night she's screaming, I'm on my mind. Oh, she's hot but a psycho, so left but she's right though. At night she's screaming, I'm on my mind. Grab a cop gun, kinda crazy. She's poison but tasty. And people say run, don't walk away. Yeah, she's sweet but a psycho, a little bit psycho. At night she's screaming, I'm on my mind. So someone said, don't drink her potions. She'll kiss your neck with no emotion. When she's mean, you know you love it. She tastes so sweet, don't sugarcoat it. No, you'll play along. Let her lead you on. You'll be saying no, then saying yes, cause you're messing with your head. Oh, she's sweet but a psycho, a little bit psycho. At night she's screaming, I'm on my mind. Oh, she's hot but a psycho, so left but she's right though. At night she's screaming, I'm on my mind. Grab a cop gun, kinda crazy. She's poison but tasty. And people say run, don't walk away. Yeah, she's sweet but a psycho, a little bit psycho. At night she's screaming, I'm on my mind. You're just like me, you're out your mind. I know it's strange, we're both the crazy kind. You're telling me that I'm insane, but don't pretend that you don't love the pain. Oh, she's sweet but a psycho, a little bit psycho. At night she's screaming, I'm on my mind. Oh, she's hot but a psycho, so left but she's right though. At night she's screaming, I'm on my mind. Grab a cop gun, kinda crazy. She's poison but tasty. And people say run, don't walk away. Yeah, she's sweet but a psycho, a little bit psycho. At night she's screaming, I'm on my mind.
Hello. Hold on a second. What the fuck was that? Where was that even on? So, hi, hello. Welcome to my channel or welcome back to my channel. It's Amy. I got to keep it kind of down. Got sleeping, all that good stuff. And we're hoping that the mic is coming through. Okay, so what the holy fucking hell? Kendra Karma will catch up with you, bitch. Yeah, it's going to catch up with her. I mean, I would say that it's probably already kind of caught up with her, but this is why she's the way and in the way that she is. Exactly. She is living her karma. Who the fuck does she think she is? First and foremost, no one would ever rape your translucent white ass. There's that. Not even Muggsy. Sorry. I'm just going to speak out of turn and speak for our dear friend Muggsy and say, I don't think even he would touch that with a 25-foot pole. You've got herpes, you nasty bitch. And you're sitting here like screaming so loud that we can tell how wide your vagina is. And I'm sitting here. It's like Kanye West telling you all that this is weird. Like, I'm like, this girl's like lost it. Like, I don't ever want to hear that I'm Hawkzilla. At the same time, I'm almost kind of like, is she coming for my brand? Like, what the fuck? You know what? I've said some shitty shit in my life. I've gone way too motherfucking far, but I have never said that someone asked. to be assaulted. What in the fuck is wrong with you, Kendra? Like, this is beyond. This community doesn't want you. Leave. Get the fuck out of here. And let me speak for the Krama community out of turn as well. They don't want you either. All right. You and your sad sack Watts covering bullshit, bitch. Get the fuck out there and look for a fucking child that's actually missing. Do something. Stop fucking. I'm gonna go to Krama. Why don't you why don't what I want to tell you to do is not YouTube friendly. You still want Muggsy, but Muggsy doesn't want you. Yeah, trust me. I don't want anyone but what I have. And I have a 33-year-old man, and he is more than satisfied and definitely stuck around for longer than the trip was planned. So I don't know what to say about that. Here we go, right? Let's digress and not try to make us upset, like, or throw people off. No, God, Mazel Tov. But unless we're gonna move on. She has no self-respect whatsoever. She has no couth. She has no. This goes beyond racism. This goes beyond homophobia. This goes beyond all of that. You are taking a huge step back for women in the first fucking sense ever. Like, as a woman who sits here and claims to be a socialist, coming from a Reagan Republican, how the fuck can you sit here and claim to be a motherfucking socialist and say something like that about Jules? Because that is the furthest thing from a woke, like, well-minded fucking, democratic, liberal, socialist or some shit like that. And Cromwell won't put up with us. They talk like that. And fun fact, I know a lot of them over there, and I'm going to go ahead and send some clips. So if someone would please send me a clip, I will make sure that gets to Jay for Justice. Voices Behind the Wall. That girl ain't even Krama. She actually covers fucking true crime, as does Justice. But, Jay for Justice also covers the Krama now real fucking good. And she knows exactly about the 90-day community. And she's the OG of fucking streaming for true crime. So, best place to go. I know her personally because once in Voices Behind the Walls chat, I called her a bitch, but we squashed it. So, yeah. If you guys give me that clip, I'll be sure to get that in Jay for Justice. Or at least share, who could hopefully get it to Jay for Justice. But either way, we've got Perplex that we can get it to. I mean, shit. If fucking Cam's in the fucking shadows somewhere out there, can you get a clip of that? If you don't know what I'm talking about, go to Jules' channel, or I'll play it if someone can get me the clip right now. You know what? I'm not going to play it. That's disgusting. Okay, you know what? Here, let me just, here. Two seconds, hold please. Here, let's
got nothing to tell her, bro, because that ain't for me and others be getting into, bro. Yo, what's up, Ice Mike?
Nothing, man. I'm chilling out with Courtney watching these pictures.
What's up, Courtney?
What's up, ho?
Hey, bro, I'm chilling like, hey, bro, you heard about your boy last week? I seen him at the mall kissing his bitch in the mouth, bro. She done suck Google niggas dick.
Hey, bro, that nigga be tricky.
Hey, bro, I'm saying, bro, you out there bad, bro.
What you call that?
Hey, bro, I ain't got nothing to tell her, bro, because that ain't for me and others be getting into, bro. But the other night, she called me on the phone. I'm telling you, hey, bro, I ain't had nothing to tell her. You know what I called her, bro? Straight up, she got offended, but straight up, I did a day and called that hoe a nasty bitch. Don't come at me talking that shit, nasty bitch. Get on your knees and do that lick, bitch, nasty bitch. You want money? No, I'm not a trick, nasty bitch.
You know you can't take this dick.
Hey, yo, Ice Mike. Bust this. Well, let me tell you this story about this broad. I'm off a dyke bulldog, a rock smoking dog. Triple X rated, vulgar and explicit. I'm talking about the bitch I call Hot Twat Bridget, walking around town, spreading her legs for any paid motherfucker who wants to get laid. She's a black and jacker pecker wrecker made out of skin. She knocked at my door, so I said, come in. Her nipples were erect, her twat was hot. Just cause I could rap, she was on my jock. Now this was suicide, I couldn't deny. But this hoe could give me one hell of a ride. She put on her nightgown, got in the bed. Her throat was so deep, she swallowed my head. She started to choke when I released my load. Cum was dripping out her nose, all over her clothes. Cum was shooting all around the room. A drop hit her so hard it gave the bitch a bullet wound. She opened her legs, raised her gown. I was lucky I could swim because I almost drowned. I didn't have a rubber, so instead, I fucked the bitch with.
All right. That was a funny ass. God damn, I hate these fucking tabs when they close. There we go. That should fix the issue. Kenny, do you own Tupperware? Please invest in it because you're going to need it. Holy hell. Well, that makes it better. There you go, babe. Chris knows how to get around it. So now we don't have to hear about said person anymore. Makes it easier on everyone because said person, is probably asleep and, these trolls just want to keep causing problems. So keep trying and we'll just keep blocking, you know. Anyways, that song, I'm dead. Right? Uh, bro, bro, she did. And, we give her our blessing. We laughed. We almost puked. I think Chris literally dry heaved a little bit or puked in his mouth. I don't know which one it was. Yo, Lindsay. So were you there in Jules? Did you hear that shit? Because I don't want to replay it. I mean, but I kind of want where was that? Where was that madness happening at? Was it on Jen's panel? No, she didn't go live. She went live and then it ended really quick. I am just tired and floored. Like I don't even know what to fucking say. Like, Chris, do you want to come in? Does anyone want to come up here? Lindsay, do you have anything to say? Did you hear it? Let me see. How do I decided to go on StreamYard to make it easier in case anyone wanted to come up. I hope Jules is okay because Jules, that's not true. And what is wrong with you, Kendra? Like you're really trying to push someone to a place that clearly you're easily pushed to. You're the only one that's actually grabbed any sort of like device and actually put it to your skin on a live on camera, like, let me do it. Bitch, you are making everyone that's crazy look not crazy. From me to Jen. I mean, you're making Jen look like fucking Mother Teresa right now. I mean, you just completely ruined her birthday. Yeah, I know I posted some memes and fucking Jules posted some memes, but I didn't talk, really mean about Jen or anything. I posted a few funny fucking pictures. Other than that, I talked shit to George, but I didn't go hard on Jen. It was her birthday. You decided as her friend to take over her live and then rather than gracefully just going live and rejoining for her birthday over on your live where you could basically lead which you were doing on her birthday live, you couldn't gracefully lead. No, you had to cause a whole fucking fuck you, like, oh my god, the heat must be causing a bad flare up. Word. If the heat's not doing it, that screaming is doing it. Yeah, gracefully just bow out, like, instead you decide to I mean, We gotta hold on. Where is the fucking Rumble? Or yeah, I'm gonna find Jules Rumble. Hold on. Because I mean, for those, I mean, I know. Listen, I wasn't there when it happened, so I'm still like processing this shit. Okay, and Chris didn't actually see it, so I'm like, I feel like we need to show him this. Hold on, hold on. It was on her Rumble, not her YouTube. Kendra, you are the lowest piece of shit. You are the lowest piece of shit, Kendra. You have outbeat me. Like, you know, and this is why, and everyone's always like, how does AZ have support still? How do people still, because no matter what I say, and I can always say something that's really horrid. Don't get me wrong. I go way too far and I say things that are way out of line. But I've never I've never gone there. It's always an even keel. Okay, that was an even keel. Saying someone asked for something like that that's beyond it. Ugh. Yeah, let's see this fucking psychopath. I bet you if you strike me, I will just fucking take the fucking hit, go live on my second channel, and fucking fight it because fair use, cunt face. And that's the wrong tab. Damn it. Sorry, that wasn't for you, Jules. Fair use, cunt face. This is for the main event, cunt face. The translucent bitch right here. The floating lips, basically, if you will. When does she start screaming? Because she's just chugging her giant glass of wine right now.
There you are. What?
When did she scream?
My ex Fisher. Well, blame your bitch Heidi. Good. Fuck you, Jules. Karma, you are the biggest shit stirrer. I'm gonna say it. Rochelle said it. I will say it.
Rochelle said it. I will say it. Why don't you get your face a little closer to the fucking screen so we can see how big your head is? Just like Rochelle's. You mentioned Rochelle. You got a big old head like her too, just like your flabby ass fucking Kenny Rogers fucking roaster arms.
You are a shit stewer. You are no one's friend. I don't think you did was pump that cunt Bella up, who is a miserable fucking bitch.
Takes one to know one, I would say, right? Takes one. Unhit whom? Rat face got me nauseous. No, she'll say that she was saying, I could say. So she really wasn't really saying it. Yeah, I could say a lot of things too, but if I were to say I could say XYZ, like, God, heaven forbid, if that's allowed, if that gets a pass in the Georgia sphere and the fucking Genosphere and the whole lot of all of them. If that gets a fucking pass, I'm going live tomorrow and I'm gonna fucking tell you, like, if I was to say this to you, I would say. And I'm gonna tell you right now, you're not gonna like it and you're not gonna fucking hold it against me. So, you know, and it's gonna be about all of them. And I will make the time and the fucking place. I don't know when she said that or where she said that. Did she go live again or was she what happened there? Or was that towards the end of her live and maybe you didn't hear the whole thing? Hey. Hello, hello. Better be you.
Hello there.
Oh god, I was like, it better not be someone that's gonna flop a dick around or something. She was on IG. That's gonna be her next out. Well, I was on my private IG. I don't know. That's just too far. This was all too far. Like, who the fuck? Like, you don't. No, I'm sorry, but do you see a gun to her head making her do this right now, or come on to the fucking YouTube? Or I don't think anyone's holding a gun to her head. So why is she screaming like people are holding a gun to her head that she wants to not be a part of this? You've drank in the past. Have you ever felt the need to scream like this on YouTube? No, the answer is no. She looked like Ruski there for a second. Her eyes literally crossed. Let's see if we can see it happen.
Not like that. That was crazy. That scared me.
Fun.
How do I zoom in on this?
Because it was her birthday.
Right?
Look at Christy Denver says, "Dear God, what's going on?"
I'll tell you what's going on.
This is so weird. Watch this.
Denver, are you willing to listen and believe me? Because I'm a very honest person.
What?
What did I say she looked like or something? An unhinged, crazy librarian?
I don't know, man. She looks like every fucking crazy bitch in Portland.
Sounds like
I
one
didn't
too.
do anything wrong tonight, but I had fun.
Yeah, you didn't do anything wrong. Well, then after this live, you sure as fuck did. Going live on your IG, you really fucking, if anyone's jealous of anyone, it's all you fucking cunts are jealous of fucking Jules. Not even of me. You're jealous of Jules because she has a following, a community. She has OG people that follow her around. And, I still kind of have a few people in the wings of that, but I don't have the community that Jules has. Granted, I didn't want that really. I just didn't know how to garner that, to be honest. At the time where I could have probably garnered it, that was not. I was young and a bitch, way crazier than I am now, but not crazy as this bitch. And whew, like I wonder what Kitty Joy would think of this shit. Yeah, put the bottle down. Her eyes are already cross-eyed. Are they? Well, they got more
Were they?
cross-eyed.
Something broke.
Well, last time she grabbed the scissors, remember? Yeah.
I remember that. Me and William were watching that.
Damn, someone needs to wake William up. Like, Kendra's out drunk you, man. She make you look like you fucking were at an AA meeting last night. Like, sober. Or maybe had one beer before the fucking meeting. Like, it didn't. He was like, does she sound worse than William? I was like, she's making William sound like he's never been drunk in his life. Like, and she really did outshine him too. No one has said something more low or more wrong than that bitch did tonight with what she said about Jules. She'll use drinking as an excuse. Fuck that. You know what? Being drunk, you have less inhibition and you act more like your real self. So fuck that excuse. This is the real her because this is her completely loose and just don't
That is
threaten
true.
me. How is it threatening you?
What?
She just said, Muggsy, don't threaten me. He's not in here. How did you even get that name in here, Jules? I just blocked his name. How the fuck are you?
Oh God, he's doing that shit with Jules now.
Watch out. You're seeing his bad side. For about what? Muggsy, did you hear what Kendra just said about Jules? Does anyone have a clip of this? And could Jules maybe step away for a second? Like, are you that hard up for some pussy that you're gonna defend this broad right now? Because you better get some like condom advice from someone or something. Like, what the fuck is wrong with some people, man?
That's fucked.
Amy's ex in New York made the librarian comment, not you, stalker. What?
What?
No, Chris made the comment about her looking like an unhinged fucking librarian. My ex in New York would probably say she looks like a hot librarian. I'm not even trying to fight with Muggsy. I don't understand why he is flipping and flopping all over the place. Like, in my opinion, I thought his old ass would be asleep. And secondly, I thought you didn't like the drama. So I don't get the point of this.
Move on, man.
But, like, what did Jules do? Jules didn't ruin Jen's birthday. Kendra ruined Jen's birthday live. I didn't
Totally
ruin
hijacked
Jen's
that live
birthday.
too.
Jen went out today and got a new puppy. She wasn't concerned about the emojis that were posted on fucking YouTube. And honestly, if that was the worst thing that happened prior to this shit, then that was a cakewalk because this took away from her entire fucking birthday. And now the only thing that's going to be memorable from it is the fact that Kendra on Jen's birthday in 2025 said that horrible comment to Jules about wanting it as a 17-year-old to
That's
be
fucked up.
hurt by multiple guys. Like, not only are you willing to take scissors to your own wrist, but you want to see someone else hurt themselves, clearly. Because you don't say something like that unless you really want someone to snap. That is,
Now I'm starting to think she's the most fucked up one I've seen on here.
oh, she is, for sure.
Well, one of them at least.
Oh, my God. Sorry, go ahead. I'm breaking up. But
No, I
not
was
like
gonna say,
last
are you
minute,
in
at
shock
least.
too? Like, I don't know what to say to that.
He sent you packing, Angie, and Chris repeating the librarian comment because Chris is obsessed with your ex. Sent me
What?
packing. No, he didn't. Like, first and foremost, what do you mean he sent me packing? First and foremost, I flew out there on a fucking Saturday, stayed until a Monday, and left that morning. So, how did I get sent a packing? I just did what the itinerary planned on and I packed my bags and left. But, you know, whatever you need to tell yourself, I don't understand who, obviously this
Whatever
is
helps you
Muggsy on a
sleep.
stock. Yeah, and it's, do we really need to go here? You're just trying to distract from the fucking shitty comment that Kendra made, which you should be more focusing on the shittiness of that Kendra did to Jen. Because honestly, if my emojis hurt her feelings, I will take them down. I thought the pants were cute. I'm sorry. I thought it was funny. I didn't think she would get I don't think that really hurt her feelings too much. I really don't. But this should hurt her feelings. This was atrocious. She could have just bowed out easily. This is not how you handle this YouTube drama. It's like she's breaking up with a boyfriend, but the boyfriend's the community. It's weird.
Sorry.
I don't know which comments. He's
What
mad everyone
comments?
has his number now and he can't manipulate and be messy anymore. Oh, I'm sure he can be messy. He's got herpes farm right here wanting to go for a swim. So I'm sure it can get messier for him. I mean, I don't think he needs to get herpes, but you know what? I am not the controller of Muggsy. So, do what you want to do, man. You want to go get the herp Mazel tov. Rochelle, will you talk him out of it? like, sit him down, explain how herpes works. The flare ups, like the Valtrex, all of it. like, The clip was sent to me. Oh shit, okay. Okay, I got the video. Hold on. Hold on, hold on. I gotta figure out how to here. Chris, take over for 2 seconds. I'm gonna figure out how to adjust this so we can see it, but there we go. I don't
1,
want
2.
her fair use in it. Thank you. Good
Unfair
job.
use.
Unfair use. No. Just kidding. It's not unfair use. I have to go to Instagram, so we really gotta. All right, there we go. Trigger warning, and yeah.
Oh, didn't she start her channel talking about how she was gang raped and all those things? And we all need to feel sorry for Jules because men were mean to her at one time and she can't have kids as a result and all this shit. Should I say, oh no, Jules, you actually wanted it?
So that's gonna be her out. Should I say? Well, here you are saying it. So just to reiterate that's not gonna be a cop out. And if it becomes a cop out and that becomes a motherfucking excuse for her tomorrow, I will be going live tomorrow night and I will be going off on a number of people but I'm just going to say, suppose I said XYZ and no one can hold it against me. So make sure that because you're not, those people ain't going to like it. Don't worry about it. I ain't going to rat you out. I got you blocked. I got it hidden.
No, Jules, you actually wanted it. You wanted it, bitch. You wanted that to happen to you. Just like I wanted my parents to physically abuse me as a child and do some of the things they did when I was young.
And to that, you know what? I'm going to say this. I grew up with a drug addict father as a child, and then later years, a drug addict and drunk mother. That wasn't until I was out of high school that she fell off the wagon. But you want to know the difference between me and my sibling? I never got my ass beat because I behaved. I can't say the same thing for my sibling. They got the belt, they got it all because they didn't listen. They didn't know how to sit the fuck down and shut the fuck up. Not saying that that's appropriate, but I'm going to just assume that you were probably the latter.
And then further did to me as an adult.
Because they didn't want to support your fucking ass anymore, right?
So you want to comment on my childhood, which was pretty bad, just like what happened to you.
In all of this, did I hear Jules? I mean, again, I didn't listen. We listened to most of Jules' Rumble, right? I mean, I fast forwarded through a lot of it. Chris, are you there still?
We got the main stuff.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't think at any point, I mean, I just clipped through it, but I don't think I at all fucking heard her talking about Kendra's childhood.
Not that I recall either.
Other than she said I had better clothes. She had better clothes than I did. Now, that's weird. And how does she know? Like, does she know what's in your closet? How do you know what's in her closet? I never knew anything about her childhood. I mean, is she going by like your bee suit? Does she think that's an actual like outfit that you wear? Because I think some people get confused by that. I remember one time.
Jules was a costume? I thought she was an actual bee.
A little prelude or a little break real quick for laughing's sake, for old time's sake. One time when I was watching Jules, but we were like not cool at the time, but I still watched. She was like running late or something, and she's like, I guess she was running errands, and she comes in on her live real fast, like, oh, sorry. And she's like, it took a minute to get into the bee suit. It's hot out there. I was like, I nearly fucking died laughing.
I'm
This is a
sorry,
couple
Jules.
years ago, or like it was shortly after the bee was started. Like, my police were shocked when I came to the door as a human. They're like, "Oh, wrong house." We're looking for a bee. You're like, "No bee here. No bee." You're like knocking all the bees off the wall. No bee here. These are hornets.
Sorry, I had to mute myself laughing too much.
Holy shit. Okay. All right. Now let's listen to more sad sack shit for just one more second. We got like 30 seconds left.
Was pretty bad. And I could say, oh, you wanted it, Jules. You're lying about all that. You're fabricating it. Because when you try to minimize what happened to me, people could come back and minimize what happened to you. So I suggest you shut your fucking mouth, bitch.
Oh, but by the way,
Oh,
Where do these people come
so
from?
she should shut her mouth, because if she doesn't, you're going to what? Like, you're going to say those horrible things that you already just fucking said?
I don't know.
Bro, honestly, like, I hope that I don't even want it. Like, if you wake up tomorrow, bitch, and I don't give a fuck if you like me or not, and this is coming from AMZ motherfucking beloved, I hope someone from this motherfucking community that is your air quote friend tells you to stay the fuck off the internet and sit it out for a while, because you don't need to be hitting that live button no more. Not for a while, bitch. And I hope that if you do, that people come into your chat and fucking disown your ass. Because I don't give a fuck how much you dislike Jules. That's too motherfucking far. And we can't be condoning this
That's a
shit.
bit too much to say.
Like, fuck, hate words and fuck all that shit. Like, that goes beyond, man. Like, that isn't just a word. That was some evil, deep, fucking twisted, sick shit for a woman to say to another woman about something that happened to her before she was even 18. And you have daughters. Like, I got 2 sons, and I wouldn't even say something like that. And I've said some shitty ass shit before. But that is some actual trauma that happened to a real human being. And you just think that it's something to casually bring up and casually say that, what if I were to say that you made it up? Bitch, what if I was to say that I wish I could go and hug and high five your parents and tell them that they did a great job kicking you the fuck out of the nest finally, and ask them, well, what the fuck went wrong?
I'm just trying to process this crazy lady.
Because it sounds like, even though you think you had this horrible ass childhood, that it was pretty not too bad. And that's coming from someone who had a pretty rough childhood. But, I get that not everyone had a childhood like me. But from someone who actually had a rough childhood with drug addict parents and fucking some serious fucking shit that happened to me, man, you wouldn't last a day in my shoes, bitch. And like I said in Jules' chat, it's funny how you never, ever stepped the fuck up or had anything to say when I lived in Portland. It's funny when I move thousands of miles away down to Tucson, you like to run your mouth. So instead of dropping and doxing yourself, you said you were going to go and hike in the Saguaro Desert. When you do that, let me know and I'll meet you there. And I'll throat punch the fuck out of you, bitch. And then I'll also make sure that, like I said, but I'll mean it this time, that I will knock your teeth the fuck out to the point where you're shitting them out for a week, bitch, for what you said. Because that's what you deserve. And remember, I'm the bitch that throws men around. So I don't think, as bad and bad as you are, you gonna lay one finger on me or pinky toe, bitch. And that's on God and my kids and my dead parents and everything. Let me know, bitch. I ain't gonna be stupid like you and dox myself, but I got a car and I'll drive anywhere. Go to Flagstaff, anywhere in Arizona. I'll meet you, bitch. Oh, that's right. This is throat goat. Sounds like you might be the one. Ding, ding, ding. I don't know, man. All I'm saying is, you
Oh
know,
shit.
when people, yeah, I don't think Miss Mickey would, put herself in that situation, but some people got friends in low places and don't think that I don't have some friends. And you know what? I ain't gonna say anything. I'm
Don't
gonna
say
move in
anything.
silence. I got friends in low places. But I definitely got some hood red friends out there. That one neighbor girl that I used to fight, like almost fight, like we cool as fuck now on Facebook friends. Like her baby's getting so big and she's scrappy as fuck. She gives me bad baby vibes. So she wanted to fight my ass. And I'm looking at her little ass like, fucking crazy. I was like, come on, let's go. I was like, come up to my door. Let's fight right now. Come up to my door because I'll make sure you approach me and fucking cross my threshold. Then I'm gonna knock you the fuck down the stairs. Like, needless to say, she didn't come up. She didn't come up the stairs. Anyways, that's how I make my best
You
friends,
probably knocked her before
though.
she could even get up the stairs. That's why she didn't come up.
She said my police were on their way an hour ago. For what? I hope
For
that your
what?
police do show up, Jules. And at this time, you definitely need to either play the fucking video, tell them you're gonna email it to them, something. Like, play it through the fucking Ring camera. Be like, hold on, let me play a voice clip for you. Test my throat.
Plus, she's wasting the police time.
If anyone should be calling the cops on anyone, it should be Jules calling the cops on her. And Jules is not an idiot. She doesn't. Why would you call the cops on you? So I mean, what are you calling the cops on her for? Man. And I know for a fact, like, call your cops about what I just said because I lived in Portland. And again, homegirl and me got into it one other time, and she straight up threatened me. AJ, because someone called the cops. All right, they came. I told them what she said, and they were like, "Yeah, we can't do anything if someone throws hands." So threats aren't taken as much in Portland. They got more. They got drug addicts just chilling on the street. So it's not popular to be known as someone who makes fun of a SA. How's Siwa gonna
That's
feel
actually
about that? How are you gonna twist that one, Siwa? I wonder that's a wonder. All these people better call her ass the fuck out. And if they don't, you can't stand on shit calling anyone else out. I'm just like still in awe. Probably didn't sound like full. She's wasted. I'm sure your cops seem to like deal with a lot of crazy people. They're probably like, yeah, just another
they're
crazy
used to
person
it.
calling. Yeah, it's like at this point, like okay, when I was in Washington, I got a lot of calls, like a lot of people called the cops on me. And it got to a point where my cops, first they would call me and let me know that something happened, and then they just stopped calling, like coming and calling, like because after a while,
It became a regular
you
thing.
yeah, it becomes a paper trail of false calls. It's like at that point, Jules could be Dahmer at that point, and like they're not gonna show the fuck up. So keep making these motherfucking false claims because it's not doing anyone any good. And even if someone is an actual criminal, like you got to catch them in the motherfucking act. You're doing nothing but wasting fucking time. Yes, I've literally lived everywhere.
Sunflower Dragon. Amgy lives in my heart now.
I'm from Southern California, Torrance, California, and then when I was in like 30, going on 31, I moved up to Washington, outside of Seattle. And then when I was like the end of my 30s, I moved down to Portland, and then I moved here. And prior to that, back in like the 2010s, I lived in Alabama for 6 months, moved there for a boy. I lived in Texas my junior year of high school with an aunt. I spent a month in fucking Virginia Beach with another boy from the Navy. Must stop talking. Anyway, but that's just of all the places I've like stayed at for more than like, a vacation or flying in. My favorite place was Alabama. Nicest people come from there. That dude had schizophrenia though, and he thought that the floors were on fire. So I had to get the fuck out of
Wait,
there. And I left
what?
and I left a really expensive outfit. And to this day, I'm always like, damn, that was a nice outfit too.
Yeah, you've got to save that story for me. I've never heard that
Yeah.
one.
And he also had like 4 computers and they didn't have any Wi-Fi. Like they didn't have internet. Like we had internet, but the computers were so old that they didn't have Wi-Fi. And he somehow like hooked them up into where they were all networking with each other. Like and I was like, I need to get the fuck out of here. The last day of that trip, I remember right before I left, he asked me where the washing soap was, and he meant like laundry detergent. And I couldn't
Yes.
take it anymore. I left my fucking clothes there and like a whole bunch of clothes in the laundry room, and I just like left. Like, like seriously, I didn't even answer. I just like grabbed my keys and my bag because I had most of my stuff already in the car, and I just left the like last load of laundry I had there, which was like one outfit and like a few other things. And like to this day, I'm like, that was a really cute outfit, and I only wore it like once.
I'm
Washing
just
soap.
picturing
I
you in
was
this
like,
situation.
washing soap. I was like, I get the fuck out of here. I get the fuck out of here. He was like acting like Clint and buying a bunch of puppies to try to like buy my love or something. And I really like animals, but they started. It was just that wasn't gonna keep me. I was like, I found those dogs homes real quick with some of the friends that I had there, and I was like, deuces. Those puppies were cute, but they got good homes. One was a barn dog, and he was like a little bit slow because I think his mom like he was like kind of like how the mom will like attack one of the puppies and like kill it if something's wrong with it, but like she had done that, but like it didn't die, and so like it survived, and so it was a little like messed up. He was a really cute dog though, but he was special needs. So he went to the neighbors who were like an older couple that really liked him, and then the little puppy went to my me and my gay best friend out there. We were sharing him, so he just stayed with him. Kendra's
Dude, the
going off on
stories for
Reddit.
days.
Why? Hell yeah, dude. I'm like a new age fucking gypsy. So I think that I don't know if I'll stay in Arizona forever. I don't know. I do like it, but I don't
Oh
know.
no, we're not moving. I love it there.
Okay. I do like it. Yeah, like if there's big YouTubers, but I mean, I know YouTubers like Ice Poseidon, for instance, like he had to move out of LA because it got so bad that the police were like threatening him. They're like, at first they were like, they knew they had like anti-swatting going on and stuff for him. But then it just got so bad that they're basically like, you need to get the fuck out of LA because you can't live here and do this shit anymore. Like either stop live streaming or move. And so he moved to Texas, I think. And I mean, that kid, he was swatted on an airplane. He was swatted to the point where they kicked him off Twitch. He was swatted. Like I remember he was doing a lie detector test, and someone called the police because they figured out where the lie detector office was. And you see the cop lights in the background, and like just the wave of anxiety washed over this kid. It was so sad, man. I mean, he's probably like your age now, but he was like, this is when he was like in his early 20s.
That would have freaked me out.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like, I mean, again, some people complain in this community about having cops calling you. It's nothing like that. Not
Yeah,
that
you don't have
anyone
like
should deal
50
with it
people
at
with guns
all.
on you.
Yeah. Shit. Lindsay, remember when Leslie Bass got pulled over with a bunch of guns pointed at her? And they thought some chalk in a Ziploc bag for her daughter in the fucking console was cocaine. And somehow it tested positive for cocaine. But she got off and she sued that police department and bought herself like a nice ass car or something. YouTube's been a trip, bro. It's been a trip. Like that's some 2019 shit right there.
I
That's
missed a
like
lot of stuff.
before most of you were even around. Back in the old elder days of the YouTube. Hell yeah, she
Back
got
in the
mad
old
money off
times.
that case. To this day, you know what? I'm not even gonna say anything because she got money out of a police department. I ain't trying to fucking slander her ass. Like, if anyone can win a fucking court case, it's her. So we're just gonna say that was chalk and leave it at that. That's what it got chalked up to be. So it was chalk.
Chalked up to be a nice pun.
I didn't even mean to do that.
Pun intended.
Bro, you know that she ratted herself out. Like that was I still to this day claim, like, because everyone was like, KJ called the police on her, someone called the police on her. You know who ratted herself out? She ratted herself out. Because the day before she said she called the same cop that was the one that pulled her over, and she was going off like Jen about the people about KJ online, you know? She was in fucking northern Louisiana. Like, you think that the police ain't gonna put up with it in Ohio? Louisiana cops are definitely not gonna put up with that. They're looking at her like, oh, she's on drugs. This lady's on drugs for sure. She got 15 kids running around all fucking crazy. For sure. For sure. They were watching her. She pulled out. She even said herself, she pulled out, made a right. Boom. They were right behind her. They were like, come on. I always, to this day, I said, I really think that's what happened. Now, still, it doesn't mean that she got pulled over. Like, poor Leslie Bass. The cops. This girl literally looks like. I mean, she's gotten more seasoned now on YouTube, but still kind of has like a doe-ish, like deer in headlights look. And like, she's just kind of innocent looking. She's not though. Like at one time, we got in a fight on the back end. She was like, "If I get my hands on you," and I was like, "You do what, Leslie? You do what?" Like,
Her name was Leslie.
yeah, LB. Sorry,
Oh.
she went by Leslie then. That's what a night. I shall return to my slumber now. everyone, everyone who woke up and is now going back to sleep, or is they're gonna have some weird ass
The ghost is
dreams.
returning back to the shadows.
Everyone's gonna have a nightmare. I'm telling you, it's just gonna be Kendra being like, "Fuck you!" We all collectively like have the same nightmare. Like,
What do they call it? Group hysteria or mass panic or something like that? This is group nightmare fuel.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I can't even. Bro, like if I fucking like scream like that, I'm pretty sure I like prolapse something. Like I'm like pretty sure like she's got like a hemorrhoid now from all that yelling. Like
It was like me when I yelled in my sleep. I forgot what I said. Something about work.
yeah, yeah. He was like I kind of talk in my sleep, and then he yelled something like "One second" or something. I was like, ah. I was like, oh wow, like wow. That was like I really. It was like out of nowhere too. Yeah, she's gonna say she
It was
came down with a cold. She's got laryngitis. Drop the
who's
link
got
for who?
laryngitis?
Throat throat ghost or whatever the fuck Kendra's gonna go by now. Throat ghost. She's got no
Did you
voice.
say did you say herpy hero?
Herpy hero. Herpy hero. Because it keeps autocorrecting herp to hero. So I was like, you know what? The herp hero.
Herp to heroes.
Dude, she claims that shit like it's a badge of honor. And it's
It's a
not
badge
like
of
the
something, not honor.
listen. I'm not defending having herpes, but also if you take your medication and you don't have sex during outbreaks and you are a grown adult and you have a sit down conversation with your partner before you become intimate, if you start dating someone, it's not the worst thing to have. Okay. Like you can control it and you can control the outbreaks. I mean, I don't know about her. She doesn't seem like she can with the way she flares up, but like, yeah, I get it. It happens, but don't fucking like brag about it like it's a fucking badge of honor. Like it's weird. Among other things. And then be like, I want to bone you. I can fuck like a rock star, but you'll get the herp. Like, what do you mean you'll get the herp? Use condoms, don't have sex on an outbreak, and take your Valtrex, and you won't give anyone the herp, you nasty ass fucking. Ugh. Drop the link for the girls. Who's the girls?
Who's the girls?
Exactly. Safe sex. Trying to wonder, like, she was like Oregon homeschooled or something, and they didn't have the banana talk with her or something. Like, I mean, she looks like she was Oregon homeschooled. I'm just saying, my kids were Oregon homeschooled, so I mean, I would know. Like,
Well, maybe she learned from the
hey, I'm
library. She's a
normalizing them
librarian,
now.
right?
Okay, they're young enough to where I'm normalizing them now, and they're going to regular school, so that will. They're still in elementary school. That will wear off. It's not like they're going into high school being homeschooled kids. Those kids are still. You ever meet a homeschool kid? Like they're either like really talented or really weird. Like,
Most of the time I've seen one, they were probably really weird.
yeah,
Well,
like
they
Billie
had no
Eilish
social
is really
skills.
weird, but hers is like talented at the same time.
Yeah,
The
well, they
banana
weren't
top.
weird. They didn't have social skills. So
If you take the condom and put it on the banana, and you know, do the deed. Hopefully, the banana doesn't get herpes. Is the idea? I think it's like 80%. I don't know. Read the box. I'm not an expert. Rochelle
Happy's
might
an
be one.
expert. That's
She seems
hilarious.
to be friends. They share like the big head thing. So except for Kendra's better with the fucking angles and the camera. So it's not it's not as noticeable. But when she stands up, you're like, wow, you've got a real big head for your small body and oddly big shoulders too. It's weird. Not big shoulders, like big arms on weak shoulders. Like, just do some push-ups. It's not that hard. Like shit. Yeah, you gotta be able to do some like push-ups and like squats if you're gonna claim that you know how to fucking fuck like a rock star. You can't just have like flabby arms and be like, what do you do? Like float above them while you flap your arms? Like,
Trying to fly.
I mean, that's fucking something. I'll tell you. That's definitely different. That's like no one else. I guess she's not lying. She just starts flapping her arms. She okay. I'm gonna stop. This is weird. It's laughing so hard. Lindsay, shut up. Lindsay, not Linda. Who's Linda? Kendra is on Reddit saying she will overlook her herpes because she's beautiful. Really? Okay. We're gonna, you know what? I, I'm going to take a picture of her to a public place. I'm not going to say where, but a public place where there's men and women. But I'm going to ask the men, and I'm gonna, you know what? I probably shouldn't do that. Never mind. I don't know. I don't want to get like charged with like harassment or something. Like, would you do this girl if she had herpes just because she's hot? And do you find her
Okay,
hot?
I think I got the laughter out.
So, as a man, do you think you would overlook Kendra's herpes because she's beautiful? If I had
No.
herpes, would you overlook it because I'm beautiful?
In the face, in the body, not the herpy part.
Right. Like, I don't think that beauty overweighs herpes. That's a commitment I don't think any guy really wants, especially
I mean, there's
like
still a
maybe.
possibility you can catch it, right? So
I mean, it sounds like
if
with
you're
her,
together
it's a.
forever, sure.
Okay, I don't have it. Just FYI, like, but like,
No, trust me,
but
I know
like.
you don't.
But I mean, like I said, there's medicine you can take that prevents like Valtrex. It's called Valtrex. It and I found it in like my friend's mom's medicine cabinet one time, and I was like, "Why's your mom got Valtrex?" And they were like, "What?" I was like, "It's herpes medicine," and they were like, "You know what? I don't know." I think it was like they were like, "Go in there to get the Tylenol," and I was like, "Tylenol, huh?" Some Valtrex here with your mom's name on it.
What a
They're like,
menace.
"What's Valtrex?" That's herpes, man. Like, you might want to invest in some of those toilet seat covers at home. The paper ones.
Oh,
Yeah, she definitely like she outdid. I mean,
lots of laughs.
Kendra took the boner for the day. That's for damn sure. Can we hear the screaming live again? Yes, hold on. Yeah, we're at the crying part.
Okay, your laugh is gonna make me laugh.
Just the finger up and the neck veins and everything. It's just a lot, man. I think this is gonna be an official holiday, guys. Like, I mean, how big can you make this so we can really get the? So at this point, I don't give a fuck. Like, you ain't gonna strike me, all right? It's fair use, bitch. And anyways, let's back up a second. I just thought that screen grab was the best.
That's how much I can fuck a bitch up. You want to fuck with me some more? Hey, Muggsy, put me in New York. Because you know what? I can fucking knife a bitch in 2 goddamn seconds. That's right. Fuck all of you! You 90-day bitches are bitches! Fuck you!
Got us there. I'm not, fuck. She's got us there.
That's right, fucking cunt! Jules, fuck you! Fuck you!
Jules' beef filter reaction too. Like
Good night
told
tonight,
you.
Muggsy. These fucking cunts.
Yeah, because it was her birthday.
Oh my God.
Right?
Muggsy, please
Right.
stay single because women are crazy.
Yeah, this is an example of it.
You get the best sex of your life, Muggsy. You might get some herpes, but I am damn good in bed. So mad.
Cue the angry white woman music.
I didn't deserve that.
The best birthday ever. I know, right? The best birthday ever. This is the best birthday ever.
You know why I'm mad, Lisa? I'm mad because
Lisa comes in there. They aren't worth it. Says the lady that has to defend every word she says coming in. Like, I know everything about monetization. They're not worth it. They're not worth. Why was that worth it? Why'd you feel the need to fight with me? That was weird. But anyways, this seems like a little more worth it. She seems like she's really into her feelings right now, Lisa Wigger. Let her feel her feelings. Hold on.
See some more? Hey, Muggsy, put me in New York. Because you know what? I can fucking knife a bitch in 2 goddamn seconds. That's right.
did you hear the breath you have to take?
All of you! You 90-day bitches are bitches! Fuck you!
You'll get evicted for all that noise.
That's right, fucking cunt! Jules, fuck you! Fuck you! I'm so mad right now. I was having a good night tonight, Muggsy. You fucking cunts.
Yeah, because it was her birthday.
Oh my God. Muggsy, please stay single because women are.
I can't. Is she scream anymore?
Oh, now because it's so negative. And then I see Bella saying that I'm taking over panel. People are being mean to me, Mar, when I'm just having fun. All I'm doing is having a good time.
Hey, no.
That's all I was doing was having fun. And Heidi?
You sure you ain't doing meth? Because I've known some meth heads, and this is kind of how they act. I'm not saying you're on meth. I'm just asking. And if you're not, you might want to see a doctor because this is a lot of ups and like again. My eyes are like twitching. Both of them. You know, this is I don't know. This is what they imagine Jen's like, but this isn't even what Jen's like. This is what they imagine Jen's like. This is what this person exists. This is like the demon that was inside of Jen and has now somewhat left Jen and has created their own entity called Kendra. They play with rats. They scream like a banshee.
They love the wine.
Clearly. I just snorted.
had to tell Jen that everything's negative. I have to leave. And you better be. You probably are smarter than your husband. Is he a CPA?
You were talking about Clint's ex-wife's hair and how hideous it was. And that was kind of out of nowhere and negative. It was weird.
Because CPAs are stupid.
No one
Fun tonight,
cares.
and for people to ruin it,
It
for
wasn't
Bella
your
to do like human behavior and
This is the only way I can watch this.
care about people.
Yeah.
Minutes. You're not like the other one. He was in there.
I was in there for 53 days, bro. It was crazy.
Hey,
It was
Rabbit.
And that sucked. Did you get a bed?
But yeah, it's,
So you know
yeah.
what I went to jail?
When I first
Yeah, this is her ruining Jen's birthday. So, and then, in case you forget it, hold on. There's also this.
That is why I am gonna go into Krama. Fuck all of you. You all can fuck off. Here's my finger right here. Fuck every single one of you. Fuck you. Except for the ones who support me.
And
But
the
Bella,
wine.
You are a crazy cunt. You are a crazy fucking cunt. Crazy. Jen was
Yeah.
laughing. You guys,
The
all of
wine
you.
was
Fuck all of you.
flowing. Fuck you.
Done. I hate this community. You
Done.
don't know how to grow because you are all assholes.
You don't know how to grow either. Is that why you have no neck?
Wait.
Seems
How
like-
does she have money to drink, but she can't pay her rent? Apparently.
Well, she supposedly could pay her rent. She was stockpiling money that she got from some sort of accident. So she ended up
Oh.
having money, but she's still getting rent assistance because she's still, I don't know if she hides it in her wide vagina or where the money's at, but it's not in the bank because she's still getting rent assistance. So, you know,
Maybe in her
she's
arm
just a whole lot.
flaps.
Meanwhile, people are criticizing Jules, saying that she's taking from the government, not knowing what the fuck Jules does. But this girl, she could just, hide her monies and get her rent assisted apartment and flap her flaps while she hovers over
She
dicks and
hides them in
shit.
the flaps.
It's like a Red Bull commercial for like elderly porn. It's just bad. Anyways,
Red Bull gives you flaps.
And the minute somebody has fun,
thank you.
fuck you. And if you don't think I can fight, I can fight. You want to fight me? 1959 South.
I'm not doing that. Then she stands up. She's like, "Flap me, flap it and flap flap." Why would you wear after getting? She literally brings up her arm being ragged on Jules on Jen's on Jen's live, and then she's wearing like fishnet t-shirt on her fucking flappy arms. Like, why would you? Why are you emphasizing your flappiness even more? Not for you, girl.
I was having fun tonight. I was enjoying.
On Jen's birthday. It's all about me.
I think she has fun every time she drinks.
I think she don't have fun ever. I think she's blacked out right now, and she needs fucking some
To go to bed.
naltrexone or something.
Enjoying myself
that too.
until Heidi
It's an anti addiction medication.
and Bella. Bella, you're crazy. I defended you're crazy.
Yeah. Okay. And we've I think shared yours enough for one evening. She doesn't like you saying she's flappy. Like she said, she's
Look, if I
52.
wake up
I mean, I don't think all 52-year-olds are flappy, but I guess she does.
If I
Should we
wake up
gift her
screaming, I'm
some
gonna call you.
some powder for her arm flaps? I know, right? I mean, she should ask her friends for it. It seems like they have plenty of it. They're always offering it up. Help your girl out. Oh my god. But it's getting late. I gotta go to bed. I have to work tomorrow. So yeah, Kendra's a piece of shit. And this was a hell of a day. And you know, yeah. Anyways, you guys have a great rest of your morning or whatever time it is there.
Oh my God, it's
No
4:03
message.
here.
Oh my God. Go to bed, everyone. Good night.